What's up, folks? Welcome to the I'm Okay podcast. We got our guy Kyle, and of course myself, Mike Fucius. We're gonna be talking about NFL draft today, and whatever else pops up within the conversation. I hope you all doing well. Kyle, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Fucius. This draft season, folks, we made it through the Super Bowl. Um, it was a very exciting season for, I think, both my Packers and Fucius's Bears. Both, I think, overachieved, and Packers made the playoffs. I mean, Bears are 7-9 somehow, and luckily they still have the first overall pick from their trade last year. So here we
Carolina.
are. Yeah, Carolina Panthers doing Green Bay dirty there. I mean, they fleeced them for DJ Moore, but that's not
We did.
last
We
year's
did.
past. This is about the now. This is about 2024 mock draft season.
No,
I'm
we
really
did.
excited about it. I've done plenty of mocks. I've probably done this about 50 times already for just the Packers. I'm guiding it along here with my boy Fucius. Gonna try to see if he needs help or just kind of talk about things, about players available, positions of need. As a fan, he's probably well aware what the Bears lack and what they could use in 2024. So if we put
hmm
on the GM hats here as part of being an owner shareholder of the Green Bay Packers, the greatest NFL franchise in existence, most winningest, 13 championships. I bet Fuchs, I can't see his face right now, but he's probably just fuming for like steam
There's
bubbling
steam popping
up.
out.
I'm sure there is. My Green Bay Packers is well versed in, ready to rock and roll. So, Fuchsius, Bears got the first overall pick here. You ready to rock?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's roll, baby. All right, we're clicking start. Bears, Fuchsius, GM Fuchsius, you're on the clock. Who do you want with the first overall pick in the 2024 NFL mock draft?
Well, who I want and who I think they'll pick might be different.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that we should take Caleb Williams number one, or honestly, Jaden Daniels number one. I know it's
Really?
kind of a little crazy, but yes, we do need a quarterback. I feel like Justin Fields is a good player, solid player, but not a great player, not a franchise quarterback
Yeah.
for Super Bowl contention. I don't see him being in the history books. I see him just being a very solid quarterback. So I would like to take a quarterback. I think Caleb Williams is a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? He's a little not arrogant is not the right word, but
He
he,
did say he didn't want to go to Chicago, or
yeah,
allegedly, it was thrown out there that his agents and his posse there were saying, yeah, if Chicago don't pick me. But,
yeah. Then he
yeah.
would leave. He would leave and stay in college. So I'm not a big fan of that. He wants partial ownership of a team. Not a big fan of that. Just going in as a rookie, like who is this guy? Why is he going to flip the whole thing on its head? I don't think we need that kind of energy in Chicago. And honestly, I think Jaden Daniels is going to surprise people and be the better quarterback in this pick, believe it or not. But I think that all being said, I think the Bears might go with Marvin Harrison Jr. because of the whole controversy with Caleb Williams going back to college.
So here, kind of from my perspective, and I listen to a lot of different, NFL podcasts, specifically Packers coverage, and I kind of agree with them on this point, where they said Caleb Williams or Jane Daniels doesn't scare them. It's if they take Drake May or Marvin Harrison Jr. is kind of what scares them if the Bears are making the right decision here, personally. So if you guys are all on board, the Bears camp there, with GM Fuchsias and Jane Daniels or Caleb Williams, sign me up. I don't think Williams is going to be anything special. I think Jane Daniels, exciting playmaker. But as far as being able to play in a system, Drake May is your guy. He's the guy that can make the throws on time, dissect the defense. He's an NFL-ready quarterback. He's demonstrated that in North Carolina the last couple of years here, especially this past season. So Drake May is the one that scares me. But if you want to go with Jaden Daniels here or Marvin Harrison Jr. or whoever else, be my guest, Mike. This is your pick here, GM Fuchsia. So you turned in the pick for Jaden Daniels. Is that what I heard?
Uh, you know what? You swayed me. You swayed me
Oh
100%.
God, I
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
have said
take Drake
anything.
May. Is this who we think or who we want?
Who you want? You're the GM here.
I'll take Drake May then.
like I'll go back and forth. There's gonna be some players that I want. There's some players like, okay, I know the Packers really like these kind of players, so I'm going to go with this. I get really geeked out by this kind of stuff, but okay. So now Drake May, you want me to turn in the pick?
Yep, turn it in. Let's do it.
All
I
right,
trust your judgment.
you got an A for Drake May. That's good. Okay, now this isn't realistic. Okay, I just usually reject all the trades. I just want to draft straight as we have them. I usually don't want to do the hypotheticals and trades, but that could be the next pod if we want to go through and make all these crazy trades.
I,
Um,
well,
Marvin Harrison Jr. allegedly will make it to the ninth overall pick. No one wants to receive your generational talent. He's not going to be there, spoiler alert, but in this mock draft he is. So, Fucius, I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you want to
100%. I don't even have to
if he's
think.
there, you're going to just take a no-brainer because you know it's
Yeah.
probably not, or do you want to make it more realistic and take an offensive tackle you probably desperately need to now take care of Drake May.
No, it's who I want. Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's do it.
All right, turn
That's
in the
probably one of
pick.
the easiest number 9 picks I've ever had.
That's terrible. That would never happen. All right, my turn. I'm up. Packers finally have a
You're
pick.
right.
Um, uh, I'm getting all this away. So I'll give you some suggestions here. We're pretty set. We're moving from a 3-4 to a 4-3 defense, so we're pretty stocked on defensive linemen. The two guys from Texas, Murphy and Sweat, like they're playing like fullback and tight end, like goal line sets for Texas. Like they're freak athletes. They're gonna make some teams pretty happy. I feel like tackle's not a bad pick to go in the first round here, but Packers. I mean, we have starters. I think we got 5 starters covered. Could we do better? Maybe, but we don't know. But we need some O-line depth is really what we need, and then a second running back. So offense, I'm not really that concerned with. There's a couple good tackles and inside guys. Graham Barton's another good guy. Um, we really need help on the defensive end. A lot of people are calling for a corner, which I don't think we need a first round pick on a corner. We got 3 good corners. We just need 1 or 2 more. Really, 1 more good solid corner, but I don't really want to do it with the first pick. So usually I try to go towards the edge rusher. Now Packers have 3 solid edge rushers, 3 high picks. And I think Bari, who is starting the year on the IR with a torn ACL, edge is a premium position. I'm never going to be mad if a team takes an edge rusher in the first round because you want to get the best ones that are out there and available. If you can't rush the quarterback, it doesn't matter who you have on the secondary and defensive end, defensive side of it. So I'm going to go against getting a safety. I don't think there's any good first round grades on safeties. I really don't want a corner in the first round. Sorry, Rick Straub. I really like you as a player. I just don't know if I want to spend another first rounder in a corner when I already got 2 first round corners that are serviceable. Valentine, who stepped up big time last year, really don't have a slot guy, but I think I can wait a little while to get a slot guy. I'm going to go with Chop Robinson, the Mignon. I really don't know how he pronounces that. He goes by Chop. I'm turning the pick 25 edge rusher. They gave me a B plus, but I'm going to take an edge rusher. You can't pass up those guys. Never be mad
What
about that.
I'm curious. What ranking did I get for my picks? I'm very uh,
Yeah,
curious to know.
let me, yeah, I'm sure the listeners really want to know. So far, you're A and A plus.
I guess I just happen to know a thing or two.
Yeah, just wait. This means nothing now. I don't think Cameron Kinch. Now this guy, like, if there's an Ed Reed, safety from Miami, this guy's kind of the ball hawk, the free safety. Not really the strong safety that's playing in the box, but true free safety. Packers really need that position. Tyler Newman's another really good option there too. We basically all 3 guys that played starting safety of the Packers last year are free agents. Definitely a position in need. I think there's some uh, decent lineman options. Sweat's a really good choice. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need wide receivers or tight ends. I really like Adrian Cooper. I'm really tempted to pick him here because I think we really need another strong linebacker next to Quay, especially going in a 4-3, which will be a nickel a lot. So we'll still need 2 strong linebackers. McDuffie's pretty solid. Campbell's they're probably going to release. Um, and then Wilson's, I think, a free agent. So we have 2 linebackers. So I got Peyton Wilson later on. I think I'm going to try to wait on and pick him up in the 3rd round here. So with this pick, I'm going safety. I'm going with Cameron Kinchins, although I love Tyler Newman too. Either one of those guys, sign me up. But Cameron Kinchins, which they're going to give me A grade for that. Make that my second pick here and 4-1 pick overall in the 2nd round. Green Bay's up again. Pick 58. Now look, I got Newman who I can double dip at safety. Don't know if I really want to do that right now. I think they're going to bring at least one of those guys back, whether it's Ford or Savage or maybe even Owens. Just
Sorry, can you hear
Cooper.
me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep. Sorry, you cut out for 1 second. Continue.
Oh,
Yep.
um,
Continue.
yeah. So I really like Peyton Wilson. Really like the linebacker. I really like Edgerrin Cooper too. There's a lot of guys I really like here. I think Blake Corum, he's carried the ball too much in college. He concerns me. Benson, I think, would be a good pick if I wanted a running back, but or not better, but there's valuable running backs later on, especially if one that's RB2 that maybe could grow into RB1. But look, I could double dip the safety again. Don't really want to do that. I know the Packers really like him. I really like him. He would be a great off-ball linebacker there, inside linebacker paired with Quay Walker, especially in the nickel set. Adrian Cooper out of Texas A&M. They pick 58, turning it in.
All right.
All right, Fucius. You got pick 75, third round. So it's been a little while. You got some A grades here. There's some guys available. Looks like Chicago, according to NFL mock draft database, needs some edge, offensive tackle, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. I mean, you watch the team all season long. You know kind of where they're struggling and where you probably want to upgrade. What do you think you want to upgrade here?
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. That's Sports Center tuning in. We got to trade. We're trading for Patrick Mahomes. Look at this. No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
Trade Drake May for Patrick Mahomes. Either he just wants to start over. Like, yeah, I got through with him. Let's try to get another guy.
it only makes sense
Yeah, the Bears are
in,
ruining him.
in
He wouldn't be the
fantasy
same.
land.
You guys could have just got him second overall when you got Trubisky.
Yeah, I know. I know. I knew that was a bad pick. I didn't
I'm
know it was
surprised.
going to be a
You know what's funny?
devastatingly bad pick, but I knew that
You know
was
what's
not
funny
going to be a
about
good
that?
pick.
Drake May, also North Carolina quarterback, also wears number 10, just like Trubisky.
That's what scared me was he was also UNC. I'm like, don't tell
So
me there's a
Bears fans are
curse
having a little
going on.
PTSD here. I don't know. We got Drake May. He's going to be just like Trubisky.
The jersey number, I did not know that. Now that's something. That is wow.
All
That's
right.
scary.
So, Fuchs, if you need some help here, I don't know what you guys are at safety, but Newman's a great safety. Running back, Benson's a great running back. Corum, I think he's got a lot of tread, but a lot of people really like him. Trotter's a pretty decent off ball linebacker, inside linebacker from Clemson. Bullock, another good safety here. Some edge rushers, defensive lineman, center. Obviously, Georgia, can't be too bad. Sandstrel's a good nickel back. Brooks is a really strong runner. He's come off an ACL tear, but he's probably the best running back in the draft. But with some injury concerns. Hayden's had a really good Senior Bowl. I really like him as a guard from UConn. But what are your thoughts here? What kind of position
Do
looking
we
at?
know
Or?
how serious the injury is to the running back?
He had an ACL, so they don't know the timeline yet. He could be back by training camp. He could be back maybe by the first couple weeks of the season. Could be back midway through the season. We really don't know at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I would not be against the running back, but I think
Well, there's a couple others.
because of the
Yeah,
injury,
Benson's really good. Forum's good.
I'm liking the safety.
You want Newman, or do you
Yeah,
want
let's
Bullock?
let's take let's take Newman.
All right,
Making
turn
Newman.
it in. Pick 75. You got an A.
Yeah, hey, and it rhymes with Newman from Seinfeld, so I
Yeah.
figured there's some good luck there. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know they like the Chop Robinson pick at 25. It took him a little early, but you got to pick where you got to pick. And I'm going to pick an edge rusher. Sorry. Still got some running backs on the board here, but I don't know if I want to take one quite early. We could still use some safety help. Could use some cornerback help. It's Van Pran played center at Georgia. Haynes was more of a guard. Packers typically like the tackles that they kick inside, just from size wise. But I think Haynes is the real deal. I'm turning in my pick here for some guard here. I got another pick and 3 picks anyways, 3 or 4 picks. So Christian Haynes from UConn, you are a Green Bay Packer.
I'm sure he's happy about that.
He should be. He's going to compete for that right guard starting spot. I'm telling you that now. To go back to safety here, I can just pick up my running back now. Still needs some corner help here. Max Melton's still on the board here. Brother of Bo Melton. He's on the Packers. He's a wide receiver, number 80, we talked about him a little bit when I told you to place some bets on because he's going to get the ogre, and he did. I don't know if that was a betting option that day, but yeah, Sandstrel is a good nickel. I like what Max Melton brings. I need some corners. I'm going to take him. I don't care. 91, give me an A, great. Max Melton, you're a Green Bay Packer.
Did you
Bears
call him
are on
on
the
the phone
clock.
and let him know?
All right, 111, fourth round. Gets linebacker Braylon Allen. You can steal from North. Audric Estime, the Notre Dame running back. I really like him too. He's a big body, kind of like AJ Dillon. Braylon Allen's kind of a big body too. They're both only like 19 years old. They're like sophomores or juniors in college. They're like juniors in college. They're going to be 20 years old when they're playing the NFL as rookies with 3 years of starting experience, both
Yeah,
Estime and
let's
Allen.
take Braylon Allen. I like what you're saying. I would like to have a new running back or an additional running back.
All right, 123 in the fourth round. Yep, still fourth round here. You get another pick here. They were giving me some suggestions for edge rusher or defensive lineman. They think they could beef it up there. Shipley's a pretty good running back, but you just chose one. You really don't need probably two back to back in your draft. Eichenberg, linebacker from Ohio State, and some edge rusher, some offensive linemen that you guys probably desperately need.
Yeah, I like the lineman.
You want to go?
What are we looking at here towards the top?
They got the highest rated one for center/guard is Bo Limmer out of Arkansas Razorbacks. Shout out to Zach.
Love it. Let's pick him up. I like it. I like that pick.
Sorry, Zach has family from Arkansas, so I'm just trying to say what's up to the Zach's family out there. He's kind of a Razorbacker, not a big one, but if he had to pick. Anyway, all right. So we got some really good running backs here on the board with Shipley and Estime here in the fourth round. This is why I waited. I was tempted to go a little earlier, but I think these guys are still solid. Estime kind of gives us a little more what AJ Dillon had, which some guys people liked didn't like. Shipley, he did get hurt in his bowl game, but he's probably closer to Aaron Jones, a little speedier guy. What else we have? I could go safety again here, although I think Smith might end up being a nickel corner instead of a safety in the pros. But I want to give some help to the offense here in the fourth round. Although there's still a couple guys I like for fifth round or later. I might be tempted just because of the value for the running back I'm getting at 127 when they're probably third round grades. It's tough to pass up. Because Jalen Wright had a really good Senior Bowl. Marshawn Lloyd, USC is a solid running back too. Ray Davis is probably fine. Those guys will probably be available later on, the fifth or sixth round. Make him a day three guy. I do prefer day three running back. It's just a position you just turn and burn so quickly through typically in the NFL these days. But I really like Estime. I do have a soft spot for the Irish. So sorry, A plus pick. Audric Estime. Let's go. All right, Fucius, this is it. This is your last pick. I still have a bunch more because the Packers have draft capital and the Bears suck. So they're stopping here at the fifth round, pick 143. This is all you get. Last pick of the draft.
Two of the first 10 picks. I think we'll be okay.
I mean, top end, yeah, but then then the rest of the draft. Good luck. You've done pretty well. You got a lot of skill positions, not a lot of help on the interior, which I'm okay with because we can just beat the crap out of your O line again. That's just fine. Beat up your defensive line, which is fine. You got some edge rushers, defensive line, which they're really trying to hit at, tight end, corners. It looks like you guys might need. Do you want to go with suggestions? What are you feeling? I mean, edge, offensive tackle. Let's look. We'll pull up filter by OT and Iowa. Well, offensive tackle, Javon Foster, 132 overall. That's probably your best bet at tackle. Interior, for the value, there's not a whole lot there. Not a whole lot there. We go back to all.
Yeah, go back to all.
You've been pretty offensive heavy.
We don't need another receiver. At least we shouldn't.
Yeah, corner, edge, defensive lineman. You got some decent options there.
You take the edge.
Yeah, it can't hurt. Look at A plus pick for Fucius. You get A plus draft. Man, that's like at least a 96 overall.
Now
96
we
out
should
of
see if the Bears actually follow in this suit because I don't think they will.
100. All right. Packers. I own the rest of the draft here. I got 5 more picks left because we have so many later guys. Like, look, I got these 3 running backs I could have waited on. Probably still waited another pick. So, well, maybe not the 204. I got a lot of 7th-round picks here. We got our corner. I'm good with, I think, the corners now. Safety, we probably still need some help, which I can have, the best of safeties here. Is probably someone I probably won't be able to start right away. Um, Although Josh Proctor I'm okay with. I do like Dylan Lava in New Hampshire. I think he's interesting. Isaiah Davis, 2-time champion at South Dakota State. Frank Gore Jr., that's a name. Um, that's definitely a name. Some really interesting, some random kickers up over here. Um, yeah, I probably should have
Is
just.
that Frank Gore's son?
Yeah,
I can't believe it's been that long since he.
it hasn't. He was just
Yeah,
in the NFL not too long ago.
I was. I
I'm
was
gonna
going
go.
to say.
I'm gonna go Javon Foster, get another tackles, just more line depth for the Packers here. I'm sure the Packers are gonna do a lot more trades in their draft. We'll see. Just try to predict and do all that crap. I'm just gonna take it as it is, and maybe I'll do a draft where I am accepting some of these trades here. Um, let's see. Where else do we need help? Defensive line. I think we're actually pretty good there. Wide receiver, we definitely don't need anyone unless someone fell to us that we were in love with. Although there's this Texas wide receiver that I think would be a really good special teams ace. I might take him in the 7th round. Don't need a tight end. Don't need a quarterback, punter, kicker, long snapper. I'm not going to take a draft pick with them. Or we'll probably use a new kicker, but I think we have one for a trial anyway. So defensive line should probably focus on. Safety and linebacker kind of want to focus on. Offensive line can never hurt. Not really seeing anyone. See, there's that Texas kid I was talking about. I really like him. He's a special teams kind of guy.
You should pick him up unless you
Not
think you
yet.
can get him in the next.
I got 216. I think I can get him at 216, so I'm gonna wait. 6th round, I really don't want. I mean, this is a day 3 pick. About 5 through 7 rounds really don't. They matter and they don't matter. Like you can take a flyer at anybody you want. You might be right at this point. These guys are, some are ranked higher than others, but none of them are a sure thing. Scrolling through here, Sam Hartman, just quarterback battle for the number 2 quarterback. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't really need another running back here, but so I'm not going to do it. I thought about it. I changed my mind. We'll try Therese Knight, linebacker, UTEP. We got Aaron Jones from UTEP in the 5th round, linebacker from UTEP in the 6th round. Maybe there's some magic there. I don't know. There's really no reason for it. I don't know anything about most of these guys.
That's understandable.
Whittington's still there. I do like him. They also didn't like my pick there, but that's all right. Safeties and corners, which are never a bad bet for some special. Here I'm just kind of looking for special teams guys, usually. A linebacker obviously play key special teams role. We got enough tight ends, so don't need a quarterback. I'm not drafting a kicker. Not edge. Linebacker, I kind of got that covered. Could went with JD. I don't need a running back. Defensive lineman, why not? At this point, I'll just take Jordan Jefferson, whatever. See who we got. Oh, hey, look. Whittington's still there. I really don't need another wide receiver. But, I mean, I got 11 picks. This is a 7th rounder. 243 overall. Not quite Mr. Irrelevant, but I do like what he brings to special teams. Plus, 7th rounder. A lot of these guys can easily be signed up as undrafted free agents. Probably should focus on another safety, but that is what it is now. So hopefully do something in free agency, bring someone back. I got my 1 starter at least. Whatever. Screw it. I like the kid. We're going with it. They gave me an A+ for it. Look at that. Don't have A+, but we agree and disagree. Like, these ones I don't care about, but up here I disagree with a couple of those. Oh, okay. I got 1 more pick.
Yeah.
Last pick. I know Fucius is probably getting tired of this. Sorry, this is probably not great podcast audio for those that don't care. Going through. This is really all my idea, so that's why I'm the one doing most of the talking anyway.
I got no
Virginia State.
objection.
Virginia State. It's an interesting one. Dominique Hampton with. Let's just see what safeties are left. Why not? Adrian Taylor Demerson. I've heard of him. I saw a mock draft where someone mocked him to the Packers. Know nothing else about him, but I'm going to do it. Turn in the pick. Gotta be. So my Packers, kind of mixed bag. Probably a B plus, A minus kind of area. Probably, I was just say B plus. Uh, the Real-Fucius draft, that's at least an A, probably closer to an A plus, probably like what 97. We'll say like 96, 97 overall. I probably got like an 89 overall. So, but I have more picks to play with. I was kind of focusing on need. Mike, I think we're just kind of taking best player available, which is also good. Nothing wrong with taking the best guys available. It's usually how you get a pretty good team versus drafting by need. So, Fucius, how you feeling about your draft here?
I feel great. I feel like I wish the Bears would do something very similar to this, if not this exact picks that I made. I feel like we're gonna
Oh,
botch something with the number one pick. I feel like
not
we're
arrogant at
gonna
all.
botch it.
Yeah, I want the Bears to do exactly this. I don't know anything what I'm talking about. I just made picks and they say they're good, so let's just go with it. Did no
Yes,
studying, no tape, just straight on. Hey, this mock draft site based on some guy's ranking system decided these were good picks. That's good enough.
you put it that way, it doesn't sound as true to amazing.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of skill positions there that you drafted, not a lot of picks. So I'm guessing. I mean, I did this completely, so I mean, you can blame me for it. But I'm sure the Bears will be doing some wheeling and dealing on draft day to get a few more picks or focus on some non-skill position areas because they really do need help in the trenches on both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively. I think the Bears are pretty
Mm,
weak there in most other places. But
yep.
I don't know the Bears situation either. I don't really follow too closely, just from sound bites here and there. But I follow the Packers pretty closely, kind of get an idea of what the positions of need are. Our defense is really where we struggle. Offense, I think we didn't get a lot of high draft pick value on the offense, but we have guys that are stepping up and playing like high draft picks. So that's really all that matters when it comes down to it. So defense, unfortunately, we still need a lot of help there. Invested a lot of draft capital there as the Packers. It's us cheeseheads now. If you're not a cheesehead, you probably just hate us anyway because we're so good. Always so lucky.
I'll be honest. I do, just a little bit. But it's mostly like I respect the team. I respect the team, and I don't appreciate what they've done in Chicago over the years, and that's the big thing.
Yeah, speaking of the Packers, so hello to our friends in Wisconsin. Menards is sponsoring the podcast today, so shout out to Menards. 11% rebate's always great. Cheers. Menards, for all our fellow cheeseheads out there, go shop at Menards. Get yourself a Menards card. 11% rebate when it's happening, and then you get 1-2% back, whatever it is, on your credit card. It's a win-win. You're saving money. Save big money at Menards.
Did you think of that yourself, Kev?
I'm just reading the ad.
No, 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 no. Save big money on Menards. You made it sound like you came up with it.
I'm just reading the ads as it tells me to read them. Shout out
It's fair.
to
Fair.
Yeah, no, I didn't make it up. It's part of their commercials. I mean, it's their jingle that they had me read.
That's fair. I was making. I was being. Uh, I don't know what the right word is here. I don't want to say
I
it.
know what the right word is, but we're going to skip and move on. For the sake of this pod, sake of the friendship. Hey, look, if the Packers do what I did there, I'm hoping Packers fans will be happy. As an owner, I think I'd be pretty happy if we did something similar. I mean, I don't in Goot we trust. I trust Goody 100%. Brian Gutekunst is one of the best GMs in the NFL. Had the foresight to pick Love, and look, it's starting to pay off now. Even though we all hated it at the time, like what are we doing? Is Rodgers prime? But he doesn't have an owner to answer to. Mark Murphy's gone in a couple of years anyway. This is Goody's show. Most unique situation in the NFL. Gets to run the team as it should be ran, and look where we are. Right back in the playoffs again, and life is good.
Lucky bastard. Yeah,
Well,
I'm hoping. I'm hoping we can upgrade at the quarterback position. That's my big thing. I don't know exactly which guy is going to be the perfect fit or the right franchise quarterback. Um, I got a suspicion Caleb Williams is going to be not as great as people think. Like
Mhm.
it'll still probably be good. Um,
There's mixed opinions about that. There's some that are saying like, look, this guy could be the next one. This guy could be really good. There's others like, no, this guy's gonna be a bust. Like there's very mixed opinions. Some people, he's the truth. He's number one. You know, AI the answer. This is the answer. Other people are like, yeah, no, he's a bust. Like he like well, the thing I don't like how he freelances so much with like, I mean, you can argue like, okay, look at my home, look at that. They can play within structure though. They freelance when they have to. That's not their preferred method of play. Versus at USC especially, was boy Lincoln Riley there who has a habit of making Heisman quarterbacks that I mean Baker, Kyler. I mean, probably looking at that tier for where Caleb's going to end up at just based on the history. Where they can be good at times, but I don't know if they're good enough to get it done. But time will tell, right? So I'm not GM, I'm not scout. I hope the Bears make the wrong choice, uh, however it shakes out. So sorry to tell you, Fucius. I keep trying to tell you to get a new team, but you're a true Chicagoan at heart. I respect you. Um, if I was born, in this, late '70s or early '80s, maybe, probably would have been a Bears fan too. I mean, the '85 Bears are one of the best teams of all time, one of the greatest defenses of all time. I'll give my kudos. I'll give flowers when needed, but outside of '85, I really don't know there's a time I can really say the Bears were. Anyway, I'm just being me at this point.
2006 was a good year.
A Super Bowl, yeah, Super Bowl year. But anyways, mock draft, plenty of different sites you guys can go to. We use the NFL. What was this one called? Well, this Pro Football Focus they got to pay for, so I stopped doing that. It used to be free. They stopped making it free some point last year, right before the draft. NFL Mock Draft Database.com is one we just use. I like that one a lot. Pro Football Network, another great mock draft site. They have guys ranked at different spots, and they have the computers taking guys at different places. So a lot of mixed bag, a lot of mixed opinions out there. This is the say all be all. So some different mock drafts can have guys listed differently and drafted at different spots. Some guys that were third rounders in this one were first rounders in the other one, and vice versa. So like everyone has their own board. Most NFL teams that out of the 500 guys they could have, they have a board of 80 to 120 guys that's all that they're worried about on draft day is where are they at and what grades that they have ranked on. If they have a first round grade, they're going to want to try again in the first round probably, or hopefully he slides in the second round, and that's why they're going to cash in the pick for that guy. It's not the whole like, oh hey look, here's 500 guys who we're going to pick out here for the 200 and whatever 280 whatever picks there are. Because there's some position needs. Some like, yeah, we're good on tight end. We have 4 tight ends. We really can't have another one. Like, we're never gonna look at them unless there's just like this one guy with a first round grade on in like the third round. Like, and we're just gonna take the best player available. So just from different people I've talked to, people in the industry, that's kind of what I've gotten feedback on. So interesting to see how the dynamics play out. And then there's sometimes where just that one coordinator is just like, that's my guy. We got to have him. I need this guy. And teams make some irrational decisions or they look irrational, but then all of a sudden you have the third Hall of Fame quarterback in a row in Green Bay. Uh, so yeah, draft season's about 2 months away. So looking forward to it. We're still a little early on. I'm excited for it. I kind of geek out over it. Hopefully you guys do too, or start to kind of look into it. I think it's a lot of fun. But again, it's not up to us. This is purely for fun. I appreciate Fucius for hopping on and doing his Bears one with me. And glad I got to showcase my Packers here. So, Fucius, anything else for the people here? Anything new? What's going on with the music? What's new with you?
Yeah. One, I'm excited about the draft because we have the first round pick and the ninth round pick.
First
barring
overall's a big
trades.
deal for sure.
So I'm extremely excited about it. Probably the most excited. Honestly, the most excited I've ever been about a draft for football. Due to the
Probably the most
circumstances
apprehensive
and
too.
whatnot. And also with me, I got a couple new songs out. Um, One of them is out. It's a punk rock song. It just launched as a single on Spotify. Appreciate the love. It's called Smoking Fine. It is a good song. Damn good song. Love jamming to it. It's better in the summer, I think. But if you're not in the summer like us, you can at least get the summertime vibes.
Rock on, Wayne.
Rock on, baby.
Yeah, Spotify. I didn't know you had Spotify there, so I'm gonna go download it right after this pod. Gonna go
Appreciate you.
put it on my playlist. Yeah.
I think you'll love it.
No, I've heard it. I gave you some feedback. I was one of the first. I was in the beta phase.
No comment.
I shared my comments. We're not gonna bring it public.
Phenomenal. That's what you said was
I said
phenomenal.
it was a great song. I said it was a great song.
All right.
Chorus is phenomenal. The bridge, you're gonna love it. Yeah, smoking fine. Mike Fucius, young Fucius.
That's the old days.
Anything else new, Mike? Anything else you want to share? Day in the life of Fuchsius here.
I think that'll be it for today.
NBA All Star game going on right now while we're recording. I did not turn it on, did not watch it, don't know who's even in it. I think they drafted teams, or is it East versus West? I really don't know
East
anymore.
versus West. They
They're back
brought
to
it
that.
back to the old format. And I'll be honest,
East
the
is
West
gonna win.
has a lot of guys that I've actually heard of, which is nice. And so I'm going to be rooting for the West for multiple reasons, that being one of them.
You're a Bulls fan. They're in the East. Shouldn't you be rooting
Yeah,
for the
but
East?
you got to think about the wallet too, buddy.
Thinking with your wallet.
It's not about the heart anymore. You know, as a Bears fan, you get destroyed over and over again. Cubs
Chicago
fan,
sports
you get
fan.
destroyed over and over again. And yeah, you know, it's nice to be a fan when you can be a fan, a true fan, and feel like you're a fan. But then there's a lot of years where you're like, I just don't want to talk about it.
Hey, Cubs, you sell 2016. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're right. That was, bro. That was
A
wow.
lot of people can
I'm
die
not.
happy now.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If we would have lost that World Series, I would not have watched baseball again until the Cubs were back in the World Series.
Well, because the year before they lost, the NLCS to the Mets, I
That
think.
sounds right. Actually, that sounds completely accurate. Yeah.
I dabble. I'm not a big ball fan, baseball, basketball. Obviously, huge football, hockey fan, the Habs. Lacrosse guy for obvious reasons. Main ones I focus on, but I'm excited. I think coming up here, we got almost a month away from March Madness, so I think we'll have to have a future pod here, a little peek behind the curtain. We're gonna do our brackets live on the podcast here. Maybe we'll have to tell it before, just kind of go through it.
I love the idea.
So I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we can have a little podcast group on ESPN or something with all our loyal listeners there submitting their brackets, and maybe there'll be a prize. Maybe there'll just be a high five. Maybe a meet and greet. Maybe we get on the pod.
Love it. Love it.
I don't know.
All
It
the
feels
above.
early.
All the above.
Yeah, all the above.
All the above.
We'll meet you at Menards. Menards, we need a gift card for the brackets. Get on it. Let's go.
All right, we're signing off, guys. Y'all have a good one. We appreciate y'all. And we'll be back soon, probably within a week or so. Have a good one.